Okay, uno, dos, tres. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Diego here, coming at you straight from the capital city. Today, on Daddy Gamer Diaries, I wanted to talk to y'all about my observations of Ephraim's experiences with danger and death in video games and just in life in general. You know, a sad thing got me thinking about this. Is the fact that my father-in-law passed away on July 11th of this year, just 3 days before the birth of our third kid, Gabriel. And one of the things that I was wondering would happen was how Ephraim would adapt to this change. Because ever since Ephraim was 2 months old, he would basically go to my in-laws' house every Saturday night for babysitting so that Bet and I could, just have a date night, really, once a week. And so he knew Grandpa, and he went to the in-laws' house once after my father-in-law died, and I know that my mother-in-law told him that, Grandpa died. She used some language about Grandpa being, with God in the sky, things like that. And I was curious if, what his understanding of death or anything like that was. And so it got me thinking about how he responds to death or danger, first of all, in media. And two examples came to mind right away. So he understands this concept, at least at some level. The first is from the movie The Iron Giant. Okay, so there's a scene in The Iron Giant, which is an awesome movie, by the way. And there's a scene in The Iron Giant where a deer is shot by a gun. And Hogarth and the giant get to the deer, and the Hogarth explains that deer is dead and that a gun killed him. And Ephraim, every time he sees that scene, gets a really sad face and says, died. And so he makes some connotation with died, sad, and, a lifeless body. The other movie that comes to mind is the movie Frozen. Not like any good Disney movie, there's dead parents in it. I mean, what would a Disney movie be without dead parents? But the way in which the parents die in Frozen is all incredibly symbolic, and there's no direct reference to it. Like, there's no funeral afterwards. It's just, that Anna and Elsa's parents are going to be going on a trip, and they say goodbye. And then the next scene is, basically a ship at sea, caught in a storm, basically shipwrecked. When Ephraim sees this, his response is literally, oh no, oh no, oh no. And he knows something bad has happened. He can't put his finger around it. Now comes video games. I think the nature of video games makes it very hard for him to comprehend the notion of death or danger in video games, because you always come back to life. So I think it's hilarious. His response to dying in Mario World is he literally says, oh, it's hard. Too bad. Partially because it reads too bad on the screen, and I've said that enough times to him that he knows that that's what comes up on the screen. And so he'll die at, sometimes on purpose. He just likes to test the boundaries and see, if I fall here, do I fall to a new platform or do I fall to my death? And he just dies. And he will turn to you and say, too bad. And the other game that cracks me up is on the NES Classic, Gradius. All right. So I have taught him how to move your ship. He knows how to move the ship and avoid bullets. And all he wants to do is stay in the middle of the screen and shoot and wait to see how his ship is going to explode depending on what hits him. And it cracks me up. It's just great to see things from the perspective of a child. That's one of the things I love about parenting, is seeing how his brain and how his mind processes information. So, hey, let's just have some fun. Love you guys. Bye. Too bad.
Too bad.